one?
Nothing wrong with it.
It's the only two-tone chip I've ever seen. It's green one side and black the other. I should take it to the council.
It'll be cool by the time it gets there.
Nice one, Yuzi. 2 out of 10 for star quality.
I'll have it. What any more you don't want?
And then nothing you won't eat.
Here you are, Yuzi. Lovely bit of skin.
Get off.
What's the matter? Not hungry?
Shut up.
I can't eat any more of these. I tell you, I'm not going to Nick's tomorrow. I'm going down to Chinky's.
What are you going to do with that?
Stick it in the bin.
Here, Al. Why don't you stick it in there?
What for?
For a laugh.
Nah, excuse me.
Go on, I dare ya.
Leave him alone. I'll have him, Al.
Got chicken, are you?
Happy now?
What's happening over there?
Oi, mastermind. What's going on?
Gotta be a bundle, isn't it?
Yeah, some Brookdale.
Why are you involved? These are fifth years. We just bumped into them. Found out what was going on. Thought we'd have some of it.
Well, I'm not getting involved.
Hang on. What's it all about?
Dunno.
Billy?
Something or other.
It would be something or other, wouldn't it, Einstein?
Taking it, Jenkins.
Yeah, kill Snotbill.
Come on, let's go. Don't know why you don't stay here. Have a bit of an apple sandwich.
You're hungry, are you? Here are then, mate. Have some chips.
Hey, out.
Oh, Graham. Just heard your good news. Congratulations.
Thanks.
When's the big day?
Oh, we haven't settled on a date yet. Next year sometime.
You're having an engagement party, aren't you?
Oh, yeah. The end of term, I think.
That's handy. Give us the rest of summer to get over it.
Where is it then? I've only got 2p. It's 10p you own. Well, it'll have to wait. Well, we said today. I haven't got it.
What's going on here? What's going on, Karen? Are these two girls trying to take money from you?
No, sir.
Well, then why did I hear them asking you for 10p?
She owed it to us.
Is that right?
Yes, sir.
All right, Karen. If you don't tell me, I can't do anything about it, can I? Now, come on, off you go. Outside. Come on.
Mr. Baxter, we've just had a phone call from the headmistress at Brookdale. There's been another fight between our boys and their boys at the precinct.
Did we win?
We're going to have a meeting with Brookdale to try and sort it out. I'd appreciate it if you'd go on main gate duty again.
Yes, if I must.
Just as well you kept your mouth shut. I wouldn't have told him. Yeah, I'll believe you. Don't forget your money tomorrow, all right? I won't, promise. Hey, you, what about our 10p?
Hold it. Go on.
Where you been, Benny? We've been looking for you all morning.
Fancy a game of footer?
No, I'm going to play some chess. I'll go with him.
Just me and you then, Benbo, eh?
Hargreaves?
Hang on, trouble.
Just come back from the precinct, have you?
No,
What's the matter with your clothes?
been playing football, sir.
What about the blood and cut on your face?
Rough game of football, wasn't it?
Oh, very amusing. Get upstairs to Keating.
What for?
You know what for. Shift.
I ain't going out there unless I know what for.
I'm not going to argue with you, lad.
Come on, Benny.
Where we going?
Just follow.
Where are you two going?
Shop, sir.
Not today, you're not. Get back inside.
I've got some money to spend, though, sir.
Well, you're not spending it today. Shift.
What money? You said you spent your last money on some chips.
I did.
Then what money?
I was only trying to earn us some, wasn't I?
How?
Oh, yeah, we can go round the other way, can't we?
Good afternoon. You've been playing football down at the precinct as well, have you? Upstairs to Keating's office. Shift.
You still haven't told me how we're going to make some cash.
Look, Baxter's collaring everyone on the gate, isn't he?
Yeah?
And he's heading up to the head, isn't he?
Yeah.
So we're going to open Tucker's army escape route, aren't we? For 50p a time, right?
Split it down the middle.
Well, it's my escape route, isn't it? 35 to me, 15 to you. Got it?
Yeah, all right.
Come on, Benny. Escape route sealed.
How do you know about this?
Hacked it away last year, didn't I? Here they come. Now, let me do the talking, right?
All right, you got a big enough mouth.
I'll do the jokes around here, Betty.
All right.
I'm all right. You don't look too hot.
We're all right. We won.
I can see what the losers look like.
In the right state, I'll tell you.
You're going to be in a state if you walk through the gate like that.
Why's that?
Baxter's collaring everyone and looks as though he's been in a tumble. Sending them up to Keating.
Is he?
No, Bill, I'm saying it because I like moving my mouth, ain't I?
Oh, you had me worried there for a minute.
Tell him Baxter's on the gate, will ya?
But you just said he won.
Oh, it's a joke, Billy. J-O-K-E, OK? But don't worry, your old Uncle Tuck will get you out of trouble, all right?
How much is it going to cost?
Am I like that, boys?
How much?
Only half a bar.
50p?
It's either that or get caught by Baxter, innit?
He'll have to go on the slate.
All right, then. Your credit's good. Pay me at the end of the week, right?
How you going to get us past Baxter?
Easy. Tradesman's entrance. Come on, men. And you, Bill.
Here we are, Mrs. Carrington. Excuse me a moment. Do go in. Hargreaves, I'm surprised to see you here. So you were involved in the fighting. Why?
Couldn't let me mates down, could I, sir?
I see. Honor among villains. I'll sort you out later. Sorry about that. He's captain of our football first 11, not normally one of the hooligans. Do sit down, Mr. Carrington. By the way, I'm sorry Mr. Llewellyn is not here. He's at that school as a microcosm of the community conference. Janet, can I have 2 copies sent in, please? Thank you. Well, these fights between your boys and our boys seem to be happening on a regular basis now.
Yes, well, the best thing to do is for you to make the precinct out of bounds for your pupils, and I'll do the same with my pupils, so that they don't meet there and they don't fight.
Yes, but that's not going to stop them fighting in any other place they may choose.
No, but at least it won't be taking place in the middle of a shopping centre.
That's true, and it may stop the flow of complaints. I believe there's been several letters from the precinct manager to one of our governors. They play golf together, you know.
Yes, I know. I've received a number of complaints myself.
Of course, this sort of thing would never have happened in my younger days when this place was a grammar school. The boys would never have dreamed of this gang warfare.
You can't blame it all on the comprehensive system. We're making quite good progress at Brookdale.
Yes, there are advantages. Mr. Llewellyn is a very forward-looking headmaster.
Has he made any suggestions regarding this problem?
Actually, he agrees with you. He was saying earlier on we should place the precinct out of bounds at lunchtime. Ah, there's Janet with a coffee.
Thanks, Tucker.
That's all right. Don't forget your money at the end of the week, Bill.
You'll get your money.
Did you find out what the fight was about?
Yeah.
What was it about, then?
Oh, this guy from Grange was going out with this girl from Brookdale. Some guys from Brookdale didn't like this, so they thought they'd get him. So he got some of his pals from Grange to get him. That's all.
Sort of Romeo and Juliet, eh?
Nah, Jerry Richards from R5. Don't know the girl's name.
Oh, Richard, look after that for me.
Did you have an accident when you were a kid, Bill?
How did you know?
What you might call a what? Educated guess, like?
Yeah, I caught my finger in the car door. I had to go hospital.
I was thinking more like being dropped on your head.
You want to watch your mad, Jenkins, so I'll have you.
Oh, Bill, don't lose your temper. I was only having a little joke, wasn't I?
Hey, Billy, I dare you to press that button.
What?
Set the fire alarm off. Go on, I dare you. I did your last dare.
Yeah, all right. I'll have to wait till everyone's gone, though.
Okay.
Nice.
Move on, Jenkins.
Oh, miss, I wanted to ask you something.
Yes?
I wanted to know whether the outdoor centre was on or off.
Weren't you in assembly this morning?
Yeah?
Then you would have heard Mr. Llewellyn say that there still hasn't been any decision.
Yeah, I know. I didn't hear that bit.
Well, then I suggest, Jenkins, tomorrow morning, before you leave home, you thoroughly wash your ears out so that you can hear any other announcements. Now, sit down. Is that the fire alarm?
Sounds like it.
But there isn't a practice today, is there? Is that the fire alarm?
Yeah, I'm sure it is. Hang on, you lot.
How are we supposed to get out of the school?
Don't know. Sure to be a hoax. Still, we've got to go through the procedure. Come on.
Right. Right, everyone. I want you to file outside with as little fuss as possible.
Is there a fire, miss?
I don't know, but the alarm is on and we have to go outside.
Oh, we'll all be sad if a school burns down, won't we?
Come on, out.
Right. Thank you, Mr. Garfield.
I can see you've got your hands full. I'll leave you to it.
Thank you very much for coming along.
Not at all. Bye-bye.
Goodbye. Now then, you boys, you know the procedure. Go and join your classes in the playground. I shall talk to you all later. Come on, off you go. Quick march, quick. Come along, hurry along.
Well, Mr. Garfield? Nothing, Mr. Keaton. My men have toured the building, and a fire alarm glass has been found broken on the ground floor corridor. But there's definitely no sign of any flare-up in that area.
Thank you, Mr. Garfield. Mr. Baxter, I think I ought to hold a special assembly. Would you inform the rest of the staff?
Yes, all right.
Yes, it really is great fun, isn't it? What could be funnier than having to evacuate the whole school?
Now look what you've done.
Interrupting classes.
Deputy Dole's gone and lost his rag, hasn't he?
I ain't
What could be
worried.
funnier? Why do it? Perhaps it was done for a dare. I gather there's quite a dare craze at the moment. Well, let me tell you that one boy is in hospital with a broken arm and a broken pelvis.
Did he do
Because
it?
he fell from
I
a
told you
broken
about your
bridge.
lecture. Now watch it. It's going to be hard, isn't it, Bill? I can see my lips with a bit of a push, but I can't see my mouth, can I?
When are you going to stop? When an even more serious injury occurs? Today, there was a fight between groups of Grange Hill boys and boys from Brookdale. The actions of those dozen or so boys will mean that the whole school will suffer. Until further notice, the shopping precinct is out of bounds at lunchtime. And if there are any fools who intend disregarding that ruling, let me inform you that patrols of teachers will be at the precinct every lunchtime. And anybody caught will be severely punished by me. I can only hope that in the next few weeks till the end of term, the general behavior of some children here will improve. Now, get on to your classes.
How are we going to get our chips if the precinct's out of bounds?
Don't panic, Bembo. We'll get our chips. Just leave it to our Uncle Tug.
Come on, get a move on.
I ain't worried about the band. We can sort something out. Look, we've just got the money to give them. Now we can't even get to the shops. Look, we can go tonight. I can't. I've got to go out with my mum. So you can get out of that? I can't, honest. Oh, well, I'm not going to go tomorrow night. It'll be too late then. You have to go yourself and yeah, what if I get the wrong thing?
Right, Pongo?
Do you want pint size?
Nothing. Just admiring your beauty, ain't I?
Clear off for a sock in the jaw.
Sock in the jaw. Where you from? Luton Airport?
Shut up. Give us one then.
One what?
One of the things you've got in your mouth.
I ain't got nothing in my mouth.
That makes a change. You won't get nothing out of him tight, eh?
Right, then you can have one then. Just one, mind you. Here you go. Don't say I never give you nothing, Nick.
You usually do, Jenkins. A pain in the neck. What are we going to do then?
We can go in the lunch hour.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to get into any more trouble.
Oh, we won't get caught. There ain't going to be no teacher there. That's just a bluff. Who's going to give up the lunchtime?
I don't know.
Come, it'll be all right. Oh, what's the name of your lips?
Nothing.
Open your mouth a minute. Look in my mouth.
Oh, your teeth are all blue.
Oh, kidding.
Yeah, they're nice. We can get them. Don't be stupid. We ain't got enough money. Let's go inside then. And if the patrols are out, they won't see us, will they?
Gotcha!
Don't scare me, pint size.
What you doing here? Not allowed.
No, you. What you doing here?
Nothing can stop us in our search for chips.
Come on, Trish.
What are you up to then?
Mind your own business.
What's she say?
Mind your own business.
I told you not to be cheeky.
That's what she said.
Baxter.
Where?
Over there, look.
Run!
You cut round the other way.
All right. Whose idea was this anyway?
Save your breath, Billy. You need it to think.
I'm gonna get you, Tucker.
Max has got first claim, pal. Don't bother, Billy. You won't find us in here.
There wasn't any point in running. He saw us anyway.
Too far away. That's all right. He couldn't have got a good look at us. Not from that distance. It's him. Feet. Watch it, Al.
I'm just looking for some boys. No, only, I'm a teacher, you see. Anyway, they weren't in there.
He must be gone by now.
Then let's get out of this place. It's not making them chips go down any faster.
Like Piccadilly Circus, isn't it?
What are you two doing here? You know this area is out of bounds, don't you? Then what are you doing here? I really don't know what's got into the pair of you. I mean, first of all, you're demanding money off other girls, and now you're in an out-of-bounds area. It's really not like the two of you, and I'd like an explanation. You do know you're in very serious trouble, don't you? The headmaster himself is going to punish anybody we catch today.
Go on, tell him.
Oh, that's all right. You don't have to explain to me. Obviously, you prefer to explain your reasons for being here to Mr. Llewellyn.
But, sir, we weren't taking that money. We were just collecting it.
Oh, I see. Collecting it for what?
A present. For you and Miss Mooney.
Present.
An engagement present. Yeah. It's nice and fancy stuff.
This is very kind of you both. But you know, you really shouldn't have broken school rules, not for any reason.
Look, keep this for the moment. I won't say a word to Miss Mooney. It'll be a surprise for her. Get on back to school quickly, before Mr. Baxter sees you.
Sir.
The cutlery will come in very handy. Thank you.
We're a bit obvious out here.
We better get back to school and take the skate in just in case Baxter's on the gate.
Don't think he recognises us.
We'll find out when we get back to school, won't we?
Wait, Tucker, I dare you to walk round there.
Don't be stupid, we've got to get back to school.
Oh, go on, I dare you.
I thought we finished with that.
Bark, 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 bark.
What'd you do that for?
That's for having a pop at me all day long.
I'll have to go and change now, won't I?
Yeah, you will.
I'll go with you.
Right, I'll get you, nut job.
I lost them.
Well, I never saw any of them. Do you recognise anyone?
I'm pretty sure Billy Phillips was one. And Jenkins was another.
No. We'll just have to ask them when we get back to school.
Get off. That Tucker gets on my wick.
Yeah, mine.
He's a lad, man. Knows all the answers.
Yeah, it didn't look so cocky after you pushed him in the water.
He looks all right now, standing there with the water up to his knees.
Yeah, should keep him quiet for a week or two anyway.
Yeah, I dare to walk round there.
You must be joking.
Come on, it's not that high.
No. Oh, come on, we agreed that was the last one.
No, we do. You're not chicken, are you?
No, of course not.
Do it then.
All right, if I do it, you do it too.
You're on.
Right, here we go then.
All right.
Yeah, this is easy. Look, no hands.
Hey, look, come down, eh?
No, I want to walk to the end.
Let's forget it, Anthony.
It's easy.
Tony!
I thought I should tell you, Mr. Llewellyn, just in case you want to leave the conference and deal with it yourself. I appreciate you have a busy agenda. Yes. Well, the police want somebody to go from the school to the place where the boy fell. Yes, I could go. Right? And I'll phone you when I've got some more details. Goodbye. Oh.
Could have been any of us. Could have been me. Could have been you. What did he do it for, anyway?
You know, Anthony, he'd do anything for a laugh, wouldn't he? It's them.
We're really in it, Tucker.
Not if we keep to that story.
What if Billy told them?
We were up the creek, weren't we?
Jenkins! Humphreys! Come here!
You're both in very serious trouble. I want to see all three of you in my office now.
Why, what have we done?
You both know Anthony Karamanopoulos. And you know what happened to him. Well, Mr. Baxter believes that he saw you both with Anthony and Phillips here at the shopping precinct.
Not us, sir.
I'd know you, Jenkins, even 100 yards, lad.
We were playing football, sir.
Are these the two boys?
No, sir.
Come on, Phillips.
Thanks, Bill.
Well, it's only my form room, you know, Mrs. C. I'm not in there every period.
Well, wherever you are, put them up. If we all help each other, makes life a lot easier.
Come on, you two. Registration. Chop, chop.
Like your mum and dad seemed all right when I saw them last. They've been okay for a while, but they're always okay when someone else is there. It's when they're alone that the rowing starts. What about the divorce? They haven't mentioned it for a while. Dad stays in one now. Just had to keep our fingers crossed. Yeah. Done your project yet?
Oh, go on, why not? I don't mind. So you never be minding, can't you? I don't feel like it. We know what time of the month this is, don't we?
He gets me like this, you know.
Because I have to take to your bed every month, do you?
Yeah, look, you seen that bit about Auntie Karamanopoulos, you know, falling off the wall and getting killed? Sad that, wasn't it? Shouldn't have been up there in the first place.
Morning. Settle down, please.
Before registration, a couple of notices. Mr. Sanford still has a couple of places free on the trip to see Major Barbara. Anyone interested should contact Mr. Sanford during the lunch break. And I'm to remind you that this term's projects are due in at the end of the week.
Sorry I'm late, miss, but the bus ran over a dog and we had to wait till it pegged out.
Oh, I assume it was a shaggy dog.
No, I think it was a poodle, actually, miss, but I couldn't tell because it was all
All
fatty.
right, Jenkins. You can spare us the gory details. Sit down. Oh, by the way, Jenkins, this term's projects are to be handed in at the end of the week. I suppose you've done yours.
Finished it ages ago, miss. Any project, Yuzi?
Yeah.
I was hoping you had, mate.
Why?
It's a little long for this issue. I'll have to hold it over unless you care to shorten it.
Well, yes, I think you could, Sue. How much do you suggest, Mr. Thomas?
About half a side, I think.
I see. And which bit do you think we should shorten? The bit about the outdoor centre or about the Kathy Hartley's accident?
Well, I'd like to keep in the bit about the accident because I've... Whose article is this, anyway?
Well, I'm not allowed to, am I?
No. I think we all should concentrate on the pupils' reactions, don't you?
Yes.
Yes.
He knows you wrote it. I know, and he knows why, too.
Oh, Sue, the newsletter's due out tomorrow. Do you know who's covering the council meeting tonight?
Oh, I'm doing it, actually.
Good. Well, make sure you get your report here first thing in the morning. I think they're going to decide about the outdoor centre tonight, so tomorrow's newsletter will go before the ink dries.
Well, I'll try.
Hi, sir.
Hi.
Oh, hello.
What are you doing?
I was just talking about an article about the outdoor centre.
Oh, I've written one. You know, about giving up smoking.
Oh, good. Can I see it?
Not here.
It's registration in 10 minutes.
Yeah, see you then.
Come on, Alan, touch up will be closed.
Bye.
See you.
Right, so make sure you get every word Joel says. Oh, it doesn't say. You're going to wait? Try to stop me. I've got to finish my project anyway.
Yes. Great stuff. Alan, it's exactly this sort of thing we're short on. I think if you...
Yes, sir. Is this a video machine, is it?
Yes, it is, so don't touch it.
I was just wondering, has it got a timer and slow motion and all that?
Yes, it's got a timer. But before you ask, no, we can't set it to record Match of the Day, Top of the Pops, Doctor Who, or whatever your favourite programme is.
Is it be play school?
No, I was going to suggest, sir, that we make a film about the school. Like when we went to the outdoor centre. All the fifth years went potholing. Be better than reading about it in a magazine, wouldn't it?
Well, it's an intriguing idea,
Jenkins, sir.
Oh, yes. Yes, but I think the cost would be prohibitive, especially in the present economic climate.
Oh, he'd show at lunchtime and charge people to see it.
Why not? It'd pay for itself then, wouldn't it?
You've certainly got an imagination, Jenkins, I'll give you that.
Touch up, sir. Gotta go. Gotta go.
Yeah.
See you later.
See you.
Come on, Alan.
Go on, I'll go if it was the other way round. I suddenly the library master to go. It ain't anywhere horrible.
But I can't, right?
Well, 'cause you've got aches and pains.
Well, I've got to go to the doctors, if you must know, with me mum.
Kath, is it for the same thing?
Yeah. Your mum thinks, you know, I should be more regular.
And aren't you?
Nah, not really. So she's going to see if I need a pill or something.
Come on, girls, don't dawdle. Off home with you.
What are you like? Are you all right?
Fine.
What do you mean you don't get no aches and pains or nothing?
No, touch wood.
Look, you can borrow my project if you want.
Yeah, so I'd rather do it by myself.
What, like going to the library now?
Come.
Might as well talk to myself, of course, for all the good it does.
Yeah.
Spend half of my time rearranging the furniture.
That's right.
I agree with you, Ruby. We shouldn't have to do it. I don't know what half these teachers do around here all day. It's not keeping an eye on the kids, that's for sure.
No.
Do you know what I found in the art room? Oh, dear. I've left me What's-It in the other room. I'll see you later.
Okay.
Come on. Up here. Right, that's yours. Get your watch ready, Yuzi.
Yeah, it's ready. Oh, we've missed it. Come on.
Come on.
Ready?
Yeah.
Steady, go! Hurry up! Winner!
Come on, 20 pence.
Double or quits?
Yeah, go on.
Come on. Watch it, the cleaner's coming.
What's going on in here?
Nothing, miss. It's our form room, like, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Miss Peterson's our form mistress, miss. Well, I was walking over to the door and I fell on the chairs and they all came down together, like, you know.
Larking about, more like.
No, it was an accident, honestly, miss, so we done all the tidying up and all that, so nothing to worry about,
Come
miss.
on, clear off. They're still yapping in there.
Yes, I think so.
I think they've got no homes to go to. You're going to be much longer, folks. I've only got this room to do now. Be here all night, otherwise. Watch out! Teacher's getting as bad as the kids.
What's wrong with him?
Well, they've just voted for the...
Thought you'd be at sticking your nose in where it's not wanted. Don't you ever give up?
Not until I can prove what a waste of time you are.
The only thing that's a waste of time around here is that Opera's outdoor centre, and that's just been proven.
What's that supposed to mean?
Haven't you told her yet, Scoop? Are you going to let her read it in the newsletter?
What's happened?
Come on, I'll tell you on the way home.
Why? How'd you get on last night?
Hello, well, not too bad. He just said we'd have to wait and see how...
That's all they ever say.
Yeah.
How'd you get on with your project?
Bone arse.
Wait, guess who I see last night? Who? Judy Preston.
Who?
Oh, you know, she left Grange to go to Brookdale.
That's right, we had to look around a bit, didn't we?
Yeah, that's her. Right, well, anyway, she was talking about...
Get off! Leave me alone! You're always picking on me. Tucker!
What? The outdoor centre's been scrapped.
How's it win?
Last night's council meeting.
Flipping it, what do I want to go and do that for?
Says it'd be an insurmountable financial burden.
All right, Bennett, I can read, you know.
Right, it's not my fault.
Me dad will do, isn't it, after all the work you threw in? What about all the work we threw in?
Yeah.
Good news yet, Jenkins?
Shut your mouth.
Doily.
I'm just childish tricks again, Jenkins.
Shut your face, Pongo. I wonder what the smell was.
The outdoor centre's been scrapped.
Who said?
I knew it wouldn't last.
It's always the blooming same. Anything to do with us enjoying ourselves, always first for the elbow.
Yeah, that's right.
There's a special meeting at lunchtime to explain everything.
It's all they ever do at meetings.
Come on, you lot. Registration.
Where's the meeting?
In the library.
See you at lunchtime then.
See you then.
See you, Ellen.
And I know how hard you all worked and how much you wanted this project to succeed. But as part of the general cost-cutting exercise, I'm afraid this time the decision is final.
What's going to happen to all the money?
Yeah, and a minibus and that.
Well, no firm decision has been taken yet, but I imagine it'll be absorbed into the general fund and diverted to some other purpose.
Like what?
Whatever the headmaster feels is necessary, Tricia. I'm sorry, but, well, I suppose I could say it was fun while it lasted, or that I hope you all gained something from the experience, but, I don't know. Let's just say that I'm as depressed as you.
Then why don't we do something about it?
Tricia.
No? Like what, Tricia?
That he hasn't done already.
Oh, I don't know, but it's our school as much as yours, or so the headmaster's always saying, but he never asked us what we want.
Well, I would have thought that was the function of the school council. I mean, you're all represented. Adequately so this year. Now, what's that supposed to mean?
Which means our representatives are useless. It's difficult knowing which side door's on.
Yeah, he's only got one side, his own.
I mean, he hasn't even attended this meeting.
Well, there are two representatives, you know.
You wouldn't know it.
Look, we're drifting from the point. It's not a question of sides, but what's good for the school as a whole. Now, if the headmaster or the school council had decided that we can't afford to run an
Other
outdoor...
schools can.
Which other schools?
Brookdale, I've got a friend who goes there. I see her last night. She'd have had one for years.
And did she also tell you, Tricia, that they're thinking of closing down their outdoor centre?
No.
You see, it's not just Grange Hill, but everybody who's feeling the pinch. I'm sorry, but the outdoor centre is just not feasible at the moment.
There must be something we can do.
I'm afraid not, Andrew.
Hey, sir. What about sharing a centre then? With the Brookies?
Yeah, that's a good idea. All I want is a sweet.
Oh, Doyle, I'd like to talk to you about your involvement with the school council. Alone. And just remember remember what I said.
What does she want? Oh, Lewis has been stirring up about me on the council again. She tell you that? She doesn't have to. Hagrid, come on.
Oh, at last I finished it. I never thought I'd ever get to the end of it. You could have finished it ages ago. I'm sure half of it isn't necessary. Well, if a job's worth doing, it's worth doing properly. Just because some of us take pride in our work. What should we do now? So you wanted to write another article about Doyle? No, I think we'll wait until we find out what happens with Brookdale. Then we can write an article telling everyone what's happened in spite of total lack of representation or something. And let everyone draw their own conclusions. Shouldn't be too difficult.
There she is. We can't take them in here, Mickey.
Oh, no, that's stupid. Let's wait for her outside. Go project. Go on. Which is hers? It'll have our name on it.
So you'll be at the dentist all afternoon? He's got to take some impressions. Mum thinks he might have to have a brace. Let's have a look. Well, they don't look too bad to me. Mind you, the last time I saw a set of teeth like that was in Pamela Cartwright's Shetland Pony. Oh, we are in good form tonight. What's the matter? My folder, it's gone. It's been stolen. Oh, come off it, Pen. No one would do that.
Well, where is it? I left it here.
No. Perhaps you put it somewhere else by mistake.
I didn't. I left it here.
Or perhaps you put it with the books. We might have done. Do you remember where everything was? You've got a list, haven't you? In my folder.
Don't get it then. Get it. You get it. You dropped it. Get it. Push me. Push me. I'll find it tonight.
Hey, she's put a lot of time into this, Mickey.
It's a nice folder too, isn't it?
It's pity it's all been wasted, isn't it?
Hey, what are you doing?
I reckon I'll get 10 bob for this.
You get caught with that rule in it. Right, don't push me. Push.
Come on now. You shouldn't be here at this time.
Just watch what you're doing, like you.
You're giving a cheek to me, my lad. You'll see exactly what I can do with it. Now, clear off.
Oh, come on. Trouble?
He's a nasty piece of work, that one. I've had trouble with him before. They shouldn't even be here at this time of night. As if we haven't got enough to do without chasing them off home, too.
That's right.
If they're not messing about with the furniture, they're giving you cheek. They don't deserve half the stuff they got here.
Oh, it's only the few.
Yes, I suppose it is. Still, it's always the same. The few spoils it for the rest. Still, let's get on.
It's no use, Sue. I was right in the first place.
Come along, you two. It's time to lock up. Is anything wrong?
Everything.
Sorry?
Someone's stolen her project, miss.
Are you sure? Have you looked properly?
Of course we're sure. We've been looking for the last half an hour. And if we say it's been stolen, it's been stolen. Sorry, miss. Wait a minute, Pen. You shouldn't have spoken to her like that.
Well, what am I going to do?
You can copy mine. You know, you're just going to have to tell Hopwood what's happened. No, and you assume it was good and give you full marks anyway. Well, that isn't the point, is it? Well, there's no use moping around here. Come on, you can report it tomorrow.
Oh, Janet told me to still be here.
Yes. Won't be a moment. Won't keep you a minute. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Always the same when his nibs decides to slide away. What can I do for you?
Well, it's about the outdoor centre.
Oh.
It'll only take a minute.
Very well. I didn't think it would take you long. What rescue plan have you got up your sleeve now? Oh, dear, 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 dear. Off you go.
Ah, still at it, Mrs. Cooney?
Takes a month of Sundays to clear up after you lot.
Well, no rest for the wicked, eh?
That why you're still here, is it? Hope you put all your chairs up.
Yes, and wash behind my ears. Can I go home now, miss? Oh, sorry. This doesn't look as though it belongs here.
You'd be surprised the things we find. Something wrong?
I'm not sure. Do you mind if I hang on to this?
No.
What's so funny?
Dear, oh dear, who stole your teddy bear this morning?
Wasn't my teddy bear.
And you want to put it in the newsletter?
Yes, please.
Any information concerning should contact, that sort of thing.
Morning, Jim.
Morning, Stuart.
Penny, could I have a word about this?
Perhaps we won't need this after all.
We'll just have to try and see what we can retrieve from the situation. Hello? Keating? No. He'll be in later, though. Probably. I suggest you try then. Goodbye.
Of course, I didn't appreciate what it was. I was saying the same thing to Mr. Opwood. It's amazing the things you find around the place.
Yes, well, thank you for staying behind, Mrs. Cooney. I know you should have gone home by now. I'm sure Mr. Hopwood won't be long. Ah. I think you all know what this is about.
It was only meant as a joke, sir.
Have you completed your own term project?
Yes, sir.
Then you'll appreciate how much effort goes into it. Although I doubt if you are anywhere near as conscientious as this young lady. It also occurs to me that if you apply the same parameters of responsibility and consideration to the school council as you did in this little joke, then the sooner you surrender that position, the better. Do I make myself clear? I'm sure the head will want to deal with you personally, but before he arrives, I think there's time for you to retrieve some of the damage you have done. I think I have good news for you. Brookdale have agreed in principle to the idea of sharing an outdoor centre. It's only agreed in principle, and we'll be looking into it more thoroughly next term.
What's going on here? Here, Yuzi. Hey, look at Doyle. That's exactly where you belong, Doyle, mate. Always said you load of rubbish.
Peter, the door.
Yeah, in here.
Didn't you hear the doorbell?
Yeah, but I knew it was only him.
Oh, thanks a lot.
Any coffee, Mum?
No, there isn't. You should be at school.
Hey, did you do all this?
Of course I did. Who else would do a nice job like this round here?
And until 3 o'clock this morning.
What you staying up that late for?
Well, she wanted it done before we went back to school.
Which meant starting at the beginning of the holidays, not the end, and talking about school.
Yeah, anyway, Mum, I've trimmed all round there, as you can see. So, if you want the furniture back, me and Al will give you a hand if you like.
School. Peter the knife.
And what are you staring at?
You missed a bit.
Where?
Up there.
I can't have done.
You have.
Well, I can't see nothing. Must be the light. Come on.
You know what those big windows in the assembly hall? One of them's gone too.
There's enough some head cases that live round here.
You should know.
I reckon it's Ma McCluskey's fault.
Preaching a midget, how'd you figure that?
Never opened when Llewellyn was here.
It's got nothing to do with the head, has it? If some nut job decides to start lobbing bricks through windows, he's not going to stop and weigh up whose head, is he? He's just going to do it.
I would.
You wouldn't have the bottle in the first place.
Come on. Rubbish. It's only a couple of broken windows, Justin.
Yeah, it's a bit much if you ask me. I've never seen windows boarded up before. Usually fix them straight away.
But it might have only happened over the weekend. Nobody works over the weekends these days.
Some of them were broken last week. I came past her and saw them.
What were you doing coming past here?
Mum was taking me for a pair of new shoes.
I thought you were going to tell her you wanted to choose them for yourself.
I did, but she ignored it. Just ignored it. Well, she did say I could choose them, so long as she was there to prove the choice. It isn't funny. They treat me like a child. Do you know what she said? When I can afford to buy my own shoes, then I can choose them by myself.
No, it wouldn't. Would. No way.
Would.
Tell him, Al.
He's got a point, Tucker. I'd think twice about it.
Yeah, during school days, when I know who is and who isn't here. But during the holidays, it could be anyone, even some of the brookies. Right?
I'll see you later.
Hurry up, Jenkins.
Flipping it, miss. The bill's just gone.
Pardon, Jenkins?
Sorry, miss.
Come along, girls. I know it's the first day back, but let's not start as we mean to go on.
No, if we'd have got here any earlier, we'd have been on night. You'd be able to see her then. Might as well be with this lot. And miss, what's happened to the windows?
You tell me.
I reckon they've been broken, miss.
All right, sit down.
Yeah, miss, why have they been boarded up instead of being replaced?
Because it costs more than maintenance fund, that's why.
Here we go. Here comes another second-hand election speech.
Listen, Jenkins, just because my dad takes an interest in these
Sticks
sort
his
of things.
nose in more like where it's not wanted.
Watch it, Jenkins.
All right. Now, Doyle is quite right, and Mrs. McCluskey has asked us to explain the situation to you. Now, most of you would have realised by now that during the holidays, the school suffered a great deal of vandalism.
What else is new?
I realise it's almost an accepted part of our lives.
Speak for yourself.
But in the past, the problem has been, well, manageable.
So do you mean they've got to stay like this then?
For the time being.
And how long's that going to be for?
Well, until the money can be found to replace them.
We're going to have to work in artificial light all the time, miss.
That seems fairly obvious.
We might as well be at night at school after all. Yeah, we got sitting here last lesson and all.
Yeah, what about the Health and Safety Laws Act, miss?
Pardon, Jenkins?
Well, that's why they stopped kids working down the mine, isn't it? So they could come up and have a bit of sunshine and that.
Oh, I'm glad you're remembering some of your history, Jenkins.
Oh, no, miss. My dad was on strike about it last year. His union's red hot and that sort of thing.
But seeing you don't have a union, take it up with whoever broke the windows.
Hey, miss, that ain't fair.
Can we get on with the register now, please?
Benny's away, miss.
Thank you. One more missing.
Sure, miss.
Anyone know what's happened to them? OK, those of you wanting to stay for lunch, remain behind. The rest of you can go. Quiet!
Come on, hurry up.
Come on, you're keeping the chairman of the Smokers' Union waiting.
Shut up, Tucker.
Yeah, I thought you'd given it up.
I did.
Yeah, he does. Every night before he goes to bed.
Put your jacket in.
Been doing it too long. Come on, hurry up. The flaming bell will be going in a minute.
Come on, Booger.
What? You want to make something of it, Jenkins?
Don't argue with me. You'll have to take it up with your class rep.
And it must be illegal.
If you don't like it, don't buy anything.
What's going on?
They've only half-fee to everything.
Since when?
Today, new term, new policy.
That's robbery.
Hardly.
What's it for, then?
To raise money for the school, of course.
The tax shop does it anyway. What'd you have to go and hike the price for?
You'll have to take that up with Mrs. McCluskey. Now, do you want something or not?
No, I'll get my stuff over the road.
Not during break. Next, please.
Flip me marvellous, isn't it? I should sell it at a discount, not over the odds.
It's only half-pence.
Yeah, but they'll put it up.
Why?
Because nutjobs like you are going to pop up.
And what you going to do about it? Go without?
No, I'll have yours.
Thanks a lot, Tucker.
Why? Don't you want it?
I'm going for a fag. Anyone coming?
No chance.
Look at that.
McCluskey is a headache.
Is that your handiwork, is it?
No, we just got here.
Did you know?
Yeah, if you don't believe us, look. It's dry.
I don't suppose you saw who did do it?
No. Even if we did, we wouldn't tell you.
Come on, outside.
I want to pee.
On.
What are you doing?
You cannot treat the amenities with respect, and you can't have any.
And what are we supposed to do?
Try crossing your legs.
I shouldn't be expected to clean it up. You won't. Oh, Tom will have to do it himself. I don't know. Where's the sense in it? How much will it cost to repair? Where do they pick it up from? That's what I'd like to know.
OK, off you
go. But you're always telling me the magazine looks boring.
No, sir, I just don't fancy it.
It's £10 for the winner.
Tenner?
Miss Miles reckons you stand a good chance.
When's it got to be in by?
Fortnight. You think about it.
I like this one. Why would my McCluskey be treated well in India?
Because she's a cow.
Who do you reckon's doing all this?
I don't know.
Heard one about Peterson?
No.
Why does Miss Peterson like pedigree chum?
Because she's
Right,
a...
lads. Yeah, what's the point for this afternoon?
What's Mrs. on a red cover of the school magazine?
It's a competition, stupid. Anyone can enter.
Yeah, anyone can enter, but there's only going to be one winner, isn't there?
Oh, yeah. Hang on, I want a leak.
Flip me a neck.
All right, ladies, I'll deal with this. You get on with your work.
Who do you reckon's doing all this?
I don't know, but we better not get caught in here. Come on.
Mr. Thompson, I think you should have a look at this.
All tarred with the same brush. I don't know what our two predecessors were thinking of, Mrs. McCluskey. It's time you took my advice. This thing needs to be nipped in the bud. I've seen it all before.
Who hasn't? And I haven't the staffing levels to introduce the measures you suggest.
Well, we must do something. You can't expect my staff to deal with this sort of thing. Not to mention the expense.
All right. We'll give it a try tomorrow and see what results we achieve.
Right.
So, to recap. As from today, you are not allowed in the school buildings during break and lunch times, except for 1. Tuck shop and dining hall. 2. Club activities for which you will need a membership card. 3. The library. And 4. If you are on an errand or have been summoned by a member of staff. Now, is that clear? Very well, off you go.
It's going to be like prison in here. It already is.
Trish, you'll be allowed. Well, for everyone else, you mean? I'm making a show of myself. So just come at lunchtime and see. Go where at lunchtime? The drama club. Full. Nosy, aren't you? You're not still after City, are you?
Yeah. You in at lunchtime then, Trish? Yeah. Did you listen to the concert last night?
Yeah, fell asleep halfway through. Woke up this morning, your batteries were flat.
My battery's flat every morning. I always need a push start.
Come along, ladies, if you please. You know the new rules. Come on.
Come at lunchtime then. It's better than staying outside, isn't it? That's why we're not allowed in the talk break anymore, anyway.
That's because you don't have my job, young lady. Do you realise what it costs to repair the vandalism we get in this place? Thousands every year.
That's got nothing to do with us. We're not vandals, are we?
Huh? Who does it then? The staff?
Wouldn't put it past some of them.
Go on, outside.
Wouldn't let anyone fit. He paid for everything.
And where do you think you're going?
Down here.
Don't play games with me, son. You know the new rules. No one inside during breaks and lunchtimes.
We're going to hand in an article for the school magazine.
Oh, yeah? Takes 4 of you, does it?
I wrote it,
Oh.
and I'm going to discuss a new project.
Oh, yeah. And you?
We were
going outside where you belong.
But it's raining, we'll get wet.
You'll have to stand in the bike shed then, won't you? Come on, out of here.
What's wrong with them? Why don't you chuck them out too?
They're 6 years. They know how to behave themselves.
And we don't, I suppose.
I wouldn't say talking back to your elders was knowing how to behave yourselves. Come on, I'll pick the lot of you. Come on. Yeah, and I shall be back to check on you two.
Is Penny coming back?
Don't know. A few weeks, though, her mother said.
Oh, what's wrong with her?
Don't know, really.
Where are you off to?
Drama club.
Membership cards? Very well.
Okay, so that's basically what I've got in mind. Now, we've about 6 weeks to go, so that should give us time to get it, you know, almost right. Now, what about you lot?
We've got our foursome together, sir.
So I see, but have you given any more thought to the kind of songs that you're going to be able to...
Sir, there's a fire!
All right, come on, everyone out, quick, quickly, come on, quickly, go quickly. Come on. All right, everyone out. Come on, there's a fire. Quickly out, quickly and quietly. Come on, come on.
It's coming from here. All right, I'll take that. Right, that's got it.
I'll open the windows.
Yeah.
It's on its way.
Can you do something about that bell?
Right. Is he badly hurt?
I don't know. An ambulance is on its way. Did you manage to control it?
Oh, yeah. Designed to burn slowly with as much smoke as possible.
It was deliberate.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
I'm sorry. No matter how serious the situation, I think it would be a mistake. It would only lead to further conflict and a widespread abuse of the system.
Well, we must do something. I mean, somebody is conducting a deliberate campaign of destruction and we are powerless to stop it.
Then we'll have to think of something else.
Such as? Look, you said yourself, we just don't have the staff to patrol the buildings on the scale that's necessary.
It's nothing more than using the pupils as a private police force.
Which is exactly what we need. In my last school, we had prefects. We never had trouble like this.
You're not in sympathy with this lunacy, are you?
I agree it's a distasteful idea, but our options appear to be narrowing. It's obvious that there is a deliberate campaign. But by whom? How do we find out? Unless we catch them at it, and what chance do we have of that? It's also obvious that we must continue our efforts to minimize the risk of a rerun of today's little incident. But again, how do we do it? The staff can't be everywhere.
We could lock them out during breaks and lunchtime, except, of course, from the dining room.
Look, this place is designed for rapid and easy access. Do you know it takes me over half an hour to lock and unlock the school?
Apart from which, a lot of the previous damage has occurred during or between periods.
Even so, aren't we being panicked into this escalation?
Perhaps. But what am I to do? Wait until the situation deteriorates to such a point that I have to call in the real police? Or a private security firm to patrol the corridors?
I think that's an overreaction, if I may say so.
However, the sight of that young boy on the stairs is one I do not intend to have repeated. Nor do I ever want to spend another hour like the one I had with his parents.
How is he, by the way?
He's fine. He'll be back tomorrow. Well? Then we'd better draw up some preliminary plans and make an announcement as soon as possible.
The sooner the better.
Are we also to expect the encouragement of corporal punishment as the next stage?
That would be a panic measure.
Who are the prefects going to be then?
Well, the 6th and possibly the 5th forms.
That means Zach Carroll.
Yeah, and Gary.
Flippin' heck. That means Booger Benson. Why should we have to listen to him?
Do anyway.
Yeah, you speak for yourself. I ain't scared of Booger.
Like you showed yesterday at the tuck shop.
Now, the prefect's sole function is to look after the buildings during break and lunch times only. Now, they do not have any of the authority of the staff. Any questions?
Yeah, why is it always us that suffers?
And what is that supposed to mean?
Well, first we're being thrown outside, then we've got to put up this stupid prefect idea. And stand back the vandals and that, but you can't blame it on the kids in the first 4 years.
Yeah, that's right. There's just as many head cases in the 5th and 6th forms.
Yeah, why should they be allowed in and have common rooms when we can't?
Yeah, miss, I reckon we should have a common room to play records and that.
And do you think you're old enough, responsible enough to be trusted?
If we banned him out, we would be.
Watch it, you.
Look, it's not only you lot that has to suffer. Now, how do you think the staff feel about the cutbacks?
Yeah, but your job's our education, so it's still us that suffers.
Look, I think we're moving away from the original idea, which is that there is now a school rule and we all have to comply with it. Now, most other schools function perfectly well with similar arrangements.
But it don't mean they're right, does it?
If you have any complaints or suggestions about the running of the school, Tricia, put them through your elected representatives.
We've only got one since he was sacked.
Look, as I don't think we're going to achieve anything constructive in the remaining few minutes, you might as well go.
Flipping nut jobs.
We think it's absolutely ridiculous. So do we. Anyone would think we're a bunch of kids. Well, that's what we can do about it.
Why should we have to suffer because of a few mindless idiots? It just isn't fair. It's always the same. They're always reacting the same way. Never ask what we think.
Yeah, and old Peterson reckons we should speak to our elected representative.
Well, we haven't any real representative. Not since Doyle was sacked.
You'd hardly notice the difference from the good he did. Well, I don't see what we can do. Well, you wouldn't, would you?
Well, there doesn't seem much, does there? It's a fait accompli.
We could protest about it like well, some of us did with school uniform. And look where it got you. We got it made optional, though, didn't we?
And all the organisers were expelled.
But they were stupid, weren't they?
Well, would you risk it again?
Might.
You'd have to get a lot of support from Mrs. McCluskey would listen there. But that shouldn't be a problem.
Oh, look, should we have a meeting to talk about it properly?
There's no one talking about it, is there?
Yeah, but when? Tomorrow lunchtime. In the library. We're allowed in there. OK?
Hang on. You ain't going to this meeting, are you? Yeah, why not? Because we got rehearsals tomorrow. Look, after that sad business, they said you'd get expelled if you got into any more trouble.
I just have to get expelled, then I might send me to someone that don't treat you like kids and it...
Get some old ones to look at. Oh, flippin' heck, we'll never get served here.
I thought you were boycotting it because he increased prices.
I am, except when I'm starving.
Watch yourself, Jenkins.
And you watch your shoving, Benson.
You gonna sort us out, are you? I'm a prefect now. Remember? Come on. Form an orderly queue. Oi! Form an orderly queue.
You're chancing it then, won't you?
You wouldn't start nothing with this lot here. Yeah, I'll get us a Mars bar and a pack of crisps.
I think the back the queue's that way, mate.
Oh, come on, we'll never get served here now.
Then you should have got here earlier then, shouldn't you?
Well, what you just did?
Maths.
Well, you just had to leg it over from the science block. Yours at the top of the stairs.
But then you better get to the back, otherwise you've had a wasted journey. Come on, give us your money. Can I keep the change?
No.
Hey, Alan, there's just 5 pence.
What for?
They've raised the prices again.
What?
Everything's gone up by a penny.
Flippin' heck, are you sure?
I've just had them say so, haven't I?
Excuse me, sir, so too the price has gone up again.
I'm afraid so. As from today, the school surcharge is increased from 1/2 penny to 1.5 pence. I'm sorry, but there you are.
That's it, I'm getting nothing from here no more.
You said you were starving.
I am, I just have to boycott me guts and all. Where's Adam?
Shouldn't do that, should they?
Oh.
Put the prices up like that. Yeah, it's the way they do it without telling us that gets me. They never consult us about anything.
Yeah, well, if everyone boycotted it, then they'll have to bring the prices down.
We should add this to our campaign list.
What campaign list?
A few of us are holding a series of meetings about this sort of thing, but mainly about the lockout. We're working out ways of raising support.
We'll never get it changed.
We can try. Why don't you come along? We'll
Yeah.
have a meeting this lunchtime in the library.
Might do. Where's Adam? Where's my money?
You've asked for Mars bar and a packet of crisps.
No, Oh, thanks, pal.
Anything for a mate?
Yeah, where's the rest?
I decided to get something myself to go with. Right. What are you doing here?
It's a meeting about, what's been going on.
Oh, watch it, Tom. Right. Where you been?
Bombed up to Ace Green and got some sweets.
And why'd you tell us?
Oh, you didn't ask.
Where didn't you?
Not much. Just waiting.
What for?
There you go, Peter. Never knew we'd printed so many different issues.
Oh, thanks, sir. That's what school life's all about, though, isn't it, sir? Learn a new thing every day.
If only that were true.
What do you want all them for?
These are going to earn me 10 quid.
What? You reckon she's going to design an award-winning magazine cover?
Oh, yeah.
Some hope.
Aren't you lot coming to the meeting?
Now, we've got better things to do during the lunch hour. Right, lads?
Have you? Well, let's hope it stays that way.
Oh, I could quite fancy that if it weren't so stuck up.
Right, we all here?
Appreciates, isn't it?
Well, she goes home for lunch. OK, we'll give her a few minutes then.
I've got to go, right, because they'll be waiting for me.
Hey, what about keeping us waiting?
How many more of these meetings you gonna have? As many as it takes.
Well, what's daft?
Well, so I suppose you like being flung out in the cold like little kids, do you?
No, but they're not going to let us back in just because you've had a few meetings.
Sometimes I think you're really stupid.
Look who's talking.
What are you getting involved with Pam Cartwright for anyway?
Because I want to write.
All right. What about going down for costumes tomorrow night, then?
It's tomorrow, isn't it? Yeah, but you're going to be there at another meeting.
I'll be there. Yeah, and what about rehearsal?
I said I'll be there.
And where are you going? You know the rules.
The drama club.
Cards?
That's not the end of it, surely.
Yes, it is. Completely. Yeah, you have a clue. Look, perhaps you should start.
OK.
Right.
I'm sorry, all right. You started yet?
No. OK. Now then, last time we had a bit of trouble trying to define exactly what it is we're complaining about.
Thought it was this lockout business.
There's more to it than that.
Yeah, it's more the way they shove us about and treat us like little kids.
Like when they scrapped the outdoor centre without telling us.
Oh, they did tell us, but not until they made the decision. Like raising the prices in the tuck shop today.
Well, that's just it, isn't it? They never ask us what we want. They just go ahead and do it.
OK, so it's a lack of consultation.
Oh, brilliant.
Well, it is that. But it's a bit more too. It's more a lack of communication than consultation.
How'd you work that one out?
Well, look, we're supposed to be represented on the school council, aren't we? But how often are we actually listened to? The representatives usually end up reporting what the staff have decided.
I think that's a little unfair. Some representatives do take their job seriously and really do make an effort.
Oh, like your mate Penny Lewis, you mean?
And it's even worse since Doyle was sacked. Now we're one rep short.
We was one rep short even when he was there.
It's the same with the magazine, isn't it, Sue? It's supposed to be our magazine, but it's not really, is it? It's the staff who decide what goes in and what doesn't.
Censorship, that is.
Yes, look at the trouble Penny and Roddy Spencer ended up in when they tried to print that article about Doyle.
You see, that's what I mean. The staff think they consult us, but in fact they don't.
Oh, blimey, it took you long enough to figure that out. I was campaigning about that in the first year.
Yes, but there's a time and a place and a right way and a wrong way of going about things, isn't there?
Yeah, and the trouble with the likes of you don't know what and where they are.
Look, we're not going to get anywhere if we argue amongst ourselves, are we?
Here, look. 9 years ago, we beat the Brookfield 6-2 in the Tiddlywinks tournament.
Oh, you're joking?
No, it says it here, look. It was all a part of an indoor league games challenge cup.
We lost the Ludo, though. Yeah, but won the Snakes and Ladders. It says it here. The whole event was a personal triumph for Mr. Starling. What did he do in the drafts competition? Who was he? He was Eddie once.
And to think, I let him give me the cane.
You didn't have much choice in the matter.
Right? Oh, Peter. I'll have it in tomorrow, sir.
What?
The English homework.
Oh, haven't you handed it in yet?
No, sir.
Well, why not?
Forgot, sir.
Did you? Well, I'll expect to see it tomorrow.
Not tonight, sir. I've got to do my design for me magazine.
First thing.
You forgot until just then, didn't you?
Well, then you shouldn't have reminded me, should you?
No, sir.
Right.
Sir? What did you want?
Oh, yes. I've landed the job of organising the school dance as usual.
Wondered if you'd mind volunteering to help. Decorate the hall, arrange the lights, chairs, that sort of thing.
Well, I'd like to do, sir, but I've got a lot of homework at the moment.
All right, so I'll give you another 2 days to do it. If you come and see me about the dance tonight, all right?
Right.
Right.
You don't half-push it sometimes, Tucker. Hey, come on.
All right, we know. Outside.
Right, so we agree it's a lack of consultation. And we need more representation. Effective representation, I mean. And we agree on a petition to see how many others share our views.
Yeah, it has to be done dead right, though, otherwise it just track us out being unrepresentative and not having the views in the majority.
Yeah, she's right, Pam.
I know I am. Look, stupid, everything's got to be done dead right. We mustn't give them the chance to ignore us. They treat us like kids as it is, but we've got to show them that we're not.
And if we could get the opinion of everyone in the school, well, surely they'd have to listen.
I know. What we need is a list of names so we could ask everyone and tick their names off as they go.
But there's hundreds in each year. How are we going to do that?
The registers might be one way.
Yeah, but how could we use them?
Oh, we'll never get anywhere at this rate.
Yeah, these lunchtime meetings are a bit short, especially as we have to wait for people to get back after lunch.
Listen,
Perhaps we should think about holding them after school.
Yeah, that sounds a better idea.
Does everyone agree? When should we have the next one, then?
As soon as possible.
How about tomorrow?
Okay.
All right, see you all tomorrow, then.
Yeah, it's probably better after school, too. Get a bit of peace and quiet for a change. Yeah. There she is.
Don't let it get you down so much.
Oh, I won't, don't worry.
Got it. See you tomorrow night.
Yeah, all right, then. Yeah, hang on. What's going on tomorrow night? We're having another meeting after school.
Hang on, we're supposed to be going down for the costumes tomorrow night.
I'm sorry, I forgot all about it. Can't we make it another night instead?
No, we couldn't. You said you'd be there.
Well, now I'm saying I can't.
Look, Sue, you only arranged it for us because you all promised to go through with it.
You'll have to do it without me or something then, wouldn't you?
Don't be stupid.
Well, this is really important, this campaign, you know.
And so's rehearsing.
No, that's just a giggle. This is for a principal.
What? What do you mean, a principal?
Well, if you don't know now, I can't tell you, right?
So, what do we do now?
Tell Sooty, I suppose, see what he says.
Watch out.
Come on now, settle down.
Oh, you're home, are you?
Yeah.
Peter? What's all these for?
Oh, flip my neck, Mum. It took me ages to paper this lot.
Yeah, well, you know, accidents.
Yeah, well, she's always doing it. Why don't you keep an eye on her?
And why don't you keep your voice down? I've only just got her to sleep. And for your information, it wasn't her, it was Mandy Davis.
Yeah, well, you should let it happen, should you?
I shouldn't let a lot of things happen and have. Like you talking to me like that. Well?
Sorry.
You're a bit late tonight, aren't you?
Yeah, I go and see your teacher about something.
You're not in trouble again, are you? Because if you are, Peter...
Why don't you ever give me a chance to explain?
For the same reason you reacted about that.
But I was wrong, wasn't
All right, I'm listening.
I? Mrs. Sutcliffe wants me to help him organise a school dance.
Oh. When is it?
Couple of weeks.
Suppose we'll have to buy some tickets.
Now, where's your food complimentary? It's got to have a few perks, hasn't it?
Do you fancy a cup of tea? Oh, look, Peter. I'm sorry for taking off at you like that, but... Well, this is an important year for you, you know. You'll be choosing your options at the end. Just keep out of trouble, eh?
Me? When have I ever been in trouble, Mum?
Night. See you tomorrow. Oh. Well, what do you think?
It's a bit smooth, sir.
Well, sure, but isn't that the point?
I suppose so.
Well, then I'd say it would suit the purpose admirably.
Yeah, I'd even fancy myself in there.
So, where's Tricia?
She isn't coming, sir.
Oh, not again. Why not this time? Another dental appointment?
No, she just said she was busy.
Well, we can't go on like this. The dance is next week.
What else do you want us to do? We can't drag her here by her hair.
Okay, we'll just have to make do as best we can, that's all.
Come on, you lot, don't you ever...
It's all right, Mr. Thompson. They're with me.
Oh, I didn't... You're not going to be too long, I hope. My ladies have got to get in here, you know.
I think I better take this off. So, look, we're just going to have to go on without Tricia now. From now on, it's a threesome. Look, it's either that or we forget the whole thing.
He's right, you know.
Come on, let's go and collect your costumes. Well, come on. It's obvious Tricia's interests lie elsewhere.
I know, look, each of us could write a list of everyone in our form. Then all we've got to do is get one person from each other form to sign it for us.
Well, how are you going to do that?
By asking them, stupid.
I meant, how are you going to get a person from each form to help us?
Well, we know quite a lot of people in our year. The ones we don't know, we just have to talk to them until they agree on what we're doing.
Yeah, I could ask Matthew to help with the first year.
Matthew who?
My brother, idiot.
You could ask your Carol to do the fifth form.
Yeah, that's true.
OK, so what happens when we have all these lists?
Well, we stand outside each class at registration and tick them off, yes or no.
Well, that won't work for start. What about us? We'd be in registration as well.
And by the time we got from room to room, most of the other forms will have gone. And even if they weren't, they wouldn't hang around while you went down the list and made them late for lessons. I wouldn't.
Come on now, boys and girls. Haven't you got any homes to go to?
Night.
There must be something we can do. Well, it is a good idea.
It sounds like a good idea, but it also sounds a little bit impractical.
Well, if we've got somebody, or are trying to get somebody to make a list of names, can we ask them also to find out what everyone thinks?
Sounds possible, Pam.
Come on now, off you go.
Well, I'll do a list of everyone in our form. Who's going to do yours?
Susie, seeing as you have such faith in the idea.
Thanks a lot. We're going to bother with posters, idea?
No, I think we should concentrate on this one. At least it'll let us know exactly what sort of support we can expect.
Yeah, if everyone cooperates.
Just have to give it a try and see.
See ya. Bye.
What's your Tom? Do your maths homework last night, did you? You're not borrowing it. Come on, I'm only doing it as a pal. How did you figure that one out? Well, what I was thinking was, while I was copying it out, I could check to see if it's right.
Pull the other one, it's got bells on. See you later, Sid.
Tucker!
What's this then? N1 Phantom Scribbler, is it? Eh? What should we do, lads? Send him to Ma McCluskey and collect a reward?
What reward?
What do you reckon the geezer who painted this wall would say if he'd seen you scribbling over it now? Do his nut, wouldn't he? If he'd seen people like you drawing all over it?
All right, then. What's going on here? Just a minute, Jasper. It isn't dry this time, is it, Jasper?
Look, I never done that.
Don't get funny with me, lad. It doesn't pay.
Look, pack it in.
I'll do more than that if I have any more lip from you.
No, you won't, mate.
Right, that does it. Let's see what Mrs. McCluskey has to say about this, shall we?
Look, get lost.
Yeah.
Hey, all right, I'm coming. Just keep your hands off, all right?
And you're positive this is one of the boys you saw running away from the damaged toilets?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
But you never actually saw them commit any of these acts?
Well, no, I didn't actually see them, but it's a remarkable coincidence that he and his friends are always in the vicinity.
Yeah, that's all it was, miss, a coincidence.
I've heard your side of things. A study of your record doesn't exactly present a model of exemplary behaviour. In fact, it leaves a lot to be desired, to say the least.
Yeah, I know I muck about a bit, miss, but I've never writ anything honest.
Nevertheless, how do you account for the assault on Mr. Thompson, which I presume you don't deny?
He hit me first.
I did not. Well, I might have shoved him, but I did not actually strike him.
Yeah, well, that's all that, miss. He shoved me, I shoved him back. And he fell over the bench. I mean, he didn't even give me a chance to explain.
Oh, yes, I did, but you ran away.
No, when I was chasing
That's enough! I'm prepared to accept that you're not involved in this vandalism, but there's no justification for striking a member of the staff.
He hit me first.
Will you be quiet? If you're prepared to apologise to Mr. Thompson, and if he's prepared to accept that apology, considering the circumstances, then we can say that's the end of the matter. Well?
Well, it won't go down in me record, will it, miss? Me mum and dad'd kill me if they found out.
No.
Sorry.
Right. Can we say that ends the incident?
If you say so, Mrs. McCluskey.
All right, you can go back to your form. Oh, there is one other thing you could do, Jenkins. As you showed so much concern for the appearance of that wall, you could help Mr. Thompson clean it up at lunchtime.
I'll be watching out for you, Jasper.
I'll be watching out for you, mate.
And what? Whether or not they agree with us.
Agree with what?
Look, I explained it all to you before, stupid. It's all about staff-pupil consultation.
Consultation? That's what doctors do, isn't it?
We've got to get the opinion of every pupil in the school. It's very important, and if you don't want to do it, I can find someone else, OK?
OK. Don't have any other friends who would be interested, though.
Hurry up, you three. You've got a lot to get through at registration.
Oh, Richard, isn't it?
Yeah.
I thought you weren't coming till tomorrow. Right.
Not more bits of paper. They've been wanting to know how many times we go to the toilet next.
Come on, you'd be glad if they made trouble over the prices going up the tuck shop, wouldn't you?
All he ever thinks about is his stomach. Mind you, it's so big, I'm not surprised it takes up most of your time.
And they got the way over school uniform, didn't they?
Who cares about that?
Your mum, for one, I should think. Must cost her a fortune getting you those extra gigantic sizes all the time.
Yeah, Koga, I bet your mum and dad have to buy you a new uniform every week. The way you keep on blowing up.
You'll have to give it 2 deaths yourself, Sue. You're getting so big.
At least I can afford a decent uniform, not like some people.
Please settle down, H1. We've got a lot to get through before the bell. Now, we have a new addition to the form, Richard Marks. I hope you'll all make Richard welcome. Patson, perhaps you could take charge of him. Show him around until he gets used to Grange Hill. Cartwright?
Yes, miss.
Gotch?
Yes.
Green?
Yes, miss.
Hallam?
Yes, miss.
Hopwood?
Yes, miss.
Joanidas?
Yes, miss.
Joseph?
Yes, miss.
What's she doing
Lemon?
here?
Yes, miss.
Dunno.
Mannion?
She was in 2J last term.
Oh, Julia. I'd forgotten about you.
Don't worry, I'm quite used to it.
H1, this is your lucky day. Julia Farley will also be joining us. Oh, here will do.
So you can keep an eye on me.
She's been kept down because she's not clever enough for 2J.
Yes, miss.
Why do we have to have her with us?
Patterson.
Yes, miss.
Everyone think we're idiots.
Quiet. Come in.
Come on, Selina. They're not going to eat you. I found this lost soul in the corridor.
I knew registration wasn't going to be easy this morning. I don't know why I don't just put up a notice outside on the door saying all welcome.
I'll go, miss, if it helps you out with a crush.
I knew it. Hurry, everyone, off to your classes. Oh, I'll have to give these out at lunch.
Not more reports. My dad will go through the roof if it's as bad as last time.
Don't be stupid. We only just had one. I think your brain's the only thing on you that gets smaller, Patterson.
Oh, Julia. We thought it would be best like this. We'll see how it goes. It may not be a permanent arrangement.
Don't bother explaining. I'm not planning on staying long.
Oh, it's English next. I don't suppose you'd like to take Selina.
No, I wouldn't, but I suppose you're going to make me. Come on, then.
Julia Farley, why aren't you getting changed?
Because I'm in H1 now, miss, and it's English next. There isn't a special uniform for that now, is there?
Get along with you. Patterson, if you don't learn to hurry up, I'll have you exercising on that football field all day.
Shouldn't do that if I were you. You'd probably have a cardiac arrest if system would get such a shock.
What is it now?
It's pain.
No time of the month, is it? Look, you know, some exercise might help a bit. All right, off you go to sick bay, but mind that you stay there. I don't want to find that you've got out of games to catch up on your homework.
Right, let's get some work done now. I want to check those questions that I know you all did for last week's homework. So dig them out, will you? Now, don't worry if it's all a bit much for you at first. I just want to check through some of your old books, see where you got up to in your last one.
You done these questions, then?
Yeah, but
Let me have a look. What you making faces at?
Some of us do our own homework.
He's quite stupid, really. He's probably got them all wrong.
Who thought of entering the competition for the minibus, then?
And who got the entry date all mixed up, then?
Yes, Dwayne? Well, you seem very anxious to tell us all something. No? Ah. Well, then perhaps you'd like to try the first answer. Page 25. Patterson, why do you think everyone else should arrive 5 minutes before you make your appearance? What are you clutching yourself like that for? I'm not auditioning for next year's pantomime. What's that in your pocket? Look, you know you're not allowed to bring pets into school. What? The time of the month? I'm sorry, I'm not with you. I really don't see how the month can possibly justify you missing my lesson. Well, unless, of course, it's a full moon tonight and you're going to turn into a werewolf. In which case, I think we've probably still got a few hours to correct your homework. Now go and get rid of that mouse. No. On second thoughts, keep it with you for now and sit down. I'm not having this class disrupted a moment longer. Your work's very good, Richard. Your old school was obviously miles ahead of us. So, we're going to have to work very hard to catch up. Aren't we, Dwayne? Page 25.
It's nothing to get excited about, H1. These letters are only to inform your parents about the medicals tomorrow. Now, you must make sure that your parents get to see this. As it doesn't require an answer, I can only trust you to deliver it. But if anyone's mysteriously ill and can't come tomorrow, they can have it on another day, as it'll take about a week to see the whole school.
My mum always goes balmy about medicals. She stops me having seconds for weeks.
That might stop your stomach pains, Patterson.
Teachers, they always sneak to each other. I hate medicals. They stick nail files down your throat, poke you about, and then send letters home saying you're too fat.
Well, at least they're honest.
My dad says it's all muscle.
What you worried about then?
It's my mum we can't convince, and she's in charge of the food.
Why don't you try and lose some weight before tomorrow?
Do you think I could?
Sure. Let's get a circular saw from the woodwork room. I'll cut off an arm or two.
I don't know what you're laughing at. At least I'll have some clean clothes to wear to the medical. They won't want to go near you in case they catch something.
Yeah, they'll have to dip him in disinfectant.
And then use tweezers.
Oh, Richard, your letter. Here's yours, Selina.
Come on, you lot. Games period will be over before you've got out there. Susan, why aren't you getting changed?
I've got a stomachache.
Well, you'd better get along to sick bay, although I don't know whether there'll be room. You're the third one today. Anita, hurry up.
Sorry, almost didn't see you standing there. Leave off, Julia. She gets really awful pains.
And what would you know about it?
Well, everyone knows about it.
Oh, yeah? Even the undeveloped amongst us?
Some of us just don't like talking about it, do we?
Why, not ashamed to be grown up, are you?
I suppose you're the expert.
I reckon in this class I am. I bet most of you haven't even started yet.
Of course we have.
Oh, yeah? For how long?
About 6 months.
We'll see about that. They can tell from the medicals, you know.
Right, boys, out we go. Come on. Waiting for you lot is like waiting for a 47 bus. Half an hour, then they come in threes.
Oh.
And what's the matter with you, lad? Forgotten your gym shoes?
No, sir.
Then where are they?
My mum can't afford a new pair, sir. The old ones are falling apart.
Oh, well. Can't do gym in those. Have any of you lot got a spare pair he can borrow for the time being?
Not likely.
I didn't hear that, Patterson. What about that pair your brother's grown out of green?
Yes, sir.
Fine. I want you all out here in 30 seconds.
Is that chocolate you wanted? 14 pence now.
Can't believe you.
Straight up, mate. They keep putting the prices up.
Haven't got any more money. You better have it back. I'm supposed to be on a diet anyway before the medical.
It's all right. I'll eat it later.
It's okay for you. You can eat anything and not get fat.
Why don't you just give up meals and start eating chocolate?
That's a good idea.
Stuart, fetch the basketballs.
I don't see why girls can always get games off.
I thought I'd explained all that. It's not just the pain, you know. My mum gets all irritable. She even gets worse than usual. It's got so bad, we even started to mark it off on the calendar. It says, watch yourself.
I've never noticed my mum having it.
You don't see it, stupid. Still, just goes to show, doesn't it?
What?
What my dad says. There's some things women just can't do, which means men are far more superior.
Getting on my nerves. Don't wait for the bell. I'll take your books. You go straight and get your coat. Go to bed with the hot water bottle and you'll be fine in the morning.
It's locked, miss.
Oh, no. I really don't think Mr. Thompson has to be quite so zealous. I suppose I'd better go and get the key. Wait here quietly.
Did you see that? She managed to get the afternoon off.
Yeah, all 10 minutes that's left of it.
It's not fair.
Did she look as if she was pretending? She was dead right. I'd like to see how boys would cope with it.
In our stride, like everything else.
Well, all everyone's interested at the moment is the medicals. So that's just another excuse of them pushing us about, isn't it?
I think they'd believe us if we said our bodies are all right. It's right for the first years, they're still little kids.
No, I suppose it's in the health laws or something.
Maybe. It's a nuisance, though, isn't it? Remember what happened to me when we was in the first year?
What?
First she said my shoe was going to cripple me before I was 25. Then she stuck this thing down my throat and said that I hadn't eaten that morning. I said, oh no, that's stupid. I never eat in the mornings because it makes me feel sick. Then she started going on about being anorexic or something. Said I'd get thinner and thinner. I think I was looking good when really I weren't. Then she made me eat this salad stuff. Didn't mind because I was starving by then.
It was a good idea, though, wasn't it? I mean, supposing you hadn't been eating, would have been quite good to find out, wouldn't it?
I think you ought to be half bonkers not to eat. And you after 3 months of watching me shove chips down yourself, that soon as I weren't pretending.
They've served up food instead of like they do it at lunchtime, so they've nothing to worry about.
What's wrong with school meals? You ought to build yourselves up a bit. Both a bit too skinny for my taste.
Good, because I wouldn't touch you with a barge pole.
I'll have you know I'm in prime condition for this week's medical.
I told you no one's talking about anything else.
My body's in such good shape it's practically bionic. Finely honed muscles, rippling biceps.
Sounds like an advert pedigree charm.
Strength and rib cage, not like some of us.
Fancy proving who's stronger, Jenkins?
I'm talking the quality, not quantity, fat man. All right. I've even seen them bringing in some of the new electronic stuff. Very sophisticated, like a lie detector. It can tell what you've all been up to. So you two better watch out.
Hey, what do you mean?
Look, I was only joking.
Don't see me laughing, do you?
Look, you don't want to set a bad example in front of these first years, do you? Look, I said I was sorry.
Yeah. Is it true what you said about there being a machine that can tell you exactly what you've been up to?
Would I lie?
Yes.
Look, straight up, how many more times do I have to tell you? Does that mean you have got something to be ashamed of?
Nah, shoot, it's me fags I'm worried about. Would I be able to tell?
Of course they will. Don't feel a feather drop at half a mile away. It'll easy be able to tell how many you smoke.
Blimey, then they'll write and tell me dad. Here, can't we get up a petition about this or something?
What, before tomorrow? I've heard of democracy working fast, but that's ridiculous. Anyway, I'm looking forward to it myself. Can't wait for some female doctor to rub her hands all over me physique. Go wild over it, you know.
Hurry up, everyone, before Mr. Thompson locks you all in. You know that you mustn't be in school after hours unless you have a special class or activity.
A woman, Doctor? I'm not being poked round by any woman. I don't even like my mum coming in when I'm in the bar.
I don't know, it might be quite nice.
And why should she be interested in you? Ladies aren't interested in children.
How would you know? Not being a lady or anything near one.
I don't know why you're so worried. It's my father. He doesn't even like me wearing my uniform. He won't want me to take my clothes off for the medical.
Well, you have to learn, won't you? If you come to this school, you have to do what we do. If your dad doesn't like it, he can take you away.
That's what I'm afraid of. What we were talking about earlier. I was just wondering.
You weren't lying, were you?
No, of course not.
Want to try some? There, you're only just beginning to look presentable.
Forgot me English. You walking home? What's done to your face?
That's us girls. Totally unpredictable.
Claire?
Go away.
Oh, come on, I can't stand out here.
Go home then.
Who do you think done this?
I don't know and I don't care.
Don't be stupid. Tom will be along in a minute and he think we done it. Don't know what's got into you.
It's nothing.
You've really changed since you come to Grange, Hill.
No, I haven't. It's just, well, we're getting older.
You look the same to me.
Thanks for nothing.
When my sister began to grow up, she locked herself in the bathroom. My dad said she got the mirror disease.
That's what I mean. I don't want to change.
That's the point. She wanted to change. She was just looking for an excuse. You don't have to change. Why don't you talk to your mum about it?
My mum? You know how she is.
You could try.
Hey, where are you two going?
Home.
It's 20 minutes after the bell. You lot don't usually hang about.
Just going out?
Not that way, you're not. I've just locked the door down there, the one this end's open for after-school activities.
It's miles to go back.
You stop vandalising the school, and we'll leave the doors unlocked.
We ain't done nothing.
Come on, he's not going to open it.
Still here, Selina? Shouldn't you have gone by now?
Just waiting for my father, miss. I don't know what's keeping him.
I expect he'll be here soon. See you tomorrow.
Mum? Mum?
Wasn't it clear what we were talking about just now?
Not really.
Will you stop doing that? If you're not going to peel them, there's no need to ruin them. They'll break into pieces when they boil. It'll be all right. It's just your age.
You've been saying that since I've been born.
There's no need to be rude. You're still very young, you know. There's your dad, and his tea's not ready. Claire?
Yeah?
You won't mention this to your dad, will you?
Why not?
Well, it's just some things you just don't talk about.
I thought you said it happened to everyone. Every girl.
Of course it does.
Does he know about it then?
Of course he does. It's just not...
They're lucky enough it doesn't happen to them. They should at least know about it.
What on earth have you been doing?
Mum, I've got a clean pair of underwear for tomorrow.
Come here. You must be ill if you're desperate for clean underwear. You've never asked for it before in your life.
Go and look in the airing cupboard. It's for the medicals tomorrow.
I never saw a more likely case for one. Go and run your bath and then into bed with you. We'll see in the morning if you're fit to get up.
Last to leave, first to arrive, eh? I hope everyone's as punctual. We don't have to get the doctor back another day. There's nothing to be nervous about, you know.
I know.
You did tell your parents about the medical, didn't you, Selina?
Please don't tell my father, miss. He'll take me away from the school. The indiscretion.
But it's a perfectly simple examination. There's nothing that would offend your religion.
I know. It's not just our religion. When she first came here, my mother was examined at the airport. It was terrible for her. My father has never forgotten. He'll take me away.
But the regulations say that your parents must be informed if a medical takes place.
Are you all right? I feel sick. Probably the smell you brought in. Chocolate's not the best thing to eat for breakfast. I didn't eat breakfast because of the medical, stupid. I don't really feel like this. I've already had 2 this morning.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just a bit sore. Did you speak to your mum?
Not really. She just got nervous about it all.
Why don't you talk to one of the teachers?
I'd be surprised if Miss Mooney even knew about it.
How about one of the older girls?
Like Julia. I'm too scared of most of them. They'd probably laugh.
About her? She's nice. She still wears socks.
Please settle down, H1. Now, the procedure for today is that you will be called out of your classes alphabetically in 3s during the course of the morning.
I think I'd better go to sick bay, miss.
You are going to sick bay, Patterson, for your medical. You surely don't think I'm stupid enough to be taken in by that trick, do you?
But I've really got pains.
All the more reason for you to be first in the queue to be examined. You'd better go to sick bay right away.
Now look what you made me do. My last one as well.
You don't need medicals to detect that. I can whiff it 100 yards away.
That's what I figured. My dad's going to knock me from here to Ways Green and back again. So 1 or 2 every way won't make any difference, will it? Yeah, what you all togged up for?
Well, it's medicals today, innit? Want to sharpen my physique to its best advantage. Hang on. It's a jailer of Alcatraz himself. If we don't get out of here soon, we'll have to tunnel our way out. Let's go. I think we lost him. Better make sure.
No.
Sorry.
Jenkins, what are you doing disturbing my patients?
Sorry, miss. Someone got the labels wrong.
This classroom is our temporary sick bay while the doctor uses next door for medicals. Now, I suggest you leave the area, unless you want to join us.
No thanks, miss. The smell of people being ill makes me nauseous. God, you see her? Told you this medical's going to be an adventure, didn't I?
Come on, get it.
Oh, Selina? Do you know the health centre down the road?
I think so, miss.
Well, we've arranged for you to have your medical there with a Bengali doctor. He can fit you in this afternoon. I'm going to phone your father now. I don't think he'll have any objection, do you?
No, miss, thanks.
So you see, there's nothing to be scared about, and it's all quite simple. They can't tell a thing from the medical.
Thanks, Susie.
Oh, there is one way you can help me. Have you given your opinion of this yet?
Not yet.
Oh, do it soon, will you? Because I'm sick to death of it.
Now, I hope you'll all take whatever advice the doctor gave you for a couple of hours at least.
If I have to keep to this diet, I'll end up looking like a bowl of food. I'm not allowed to eat sweets for a fortnight.
Did everything go okay with yours?
Yeah, of course. It was easy. Nothing to it.
Right, Humphries is in there now, so you're next, Jenkins. Sorry to have kept you after school, running a bit behind today.
Oh, that's all right, miss. I reckon she saw me and fancied a bit of extracurricular activity. All right, don't keep us in suspense. Nice looking, is she? They can't keep their hands off you women, I'll tell you.
Jenkins, P. Well, come along, young man. We haven't got all day to wait for you.
Don't be tight. No. I'll pay it back tomorrow.
No, I said.
I will, honest.
Just ask Pogo.
He always wants interest.
Thank you. That's me. Lovely.
All right, Stu Pop. I'll lend you 10p if you give me 11 tomorrow. No way!
Here. I want it back tomorrow.
I told the way. Hey, look.
Thank you. It's you again, is it?
Shall we tell the shopkeeper?
You can if you want. But I don't risk going up against Gripper.
Hey, I was next.
I'll decide who gets served. And get away from that counter. Oh, you put that down. How many times do I have to tell you? Put it down.
Here, you got stuff for swimming this afternoon?
Yeah, even if we hadn't, it would make us do it in our undies. He's not going to catch me like he did last time.
You reckon he is mental then?
He acts like one half the time. Davey and Crawley and our one reckon think he has fits.
Yeah, fits are laughing. Watching you try to swim a lane.
All right, Gripper? All right, pack it in. What do that for?
You want some too, fatty? We ain't done nothing to you, Stebson.
And just make sure it stays that way, Orpington. You never saw me in that shop, did ya?
What shop?
You want to watch your weight, you do.
And if anyone's a mental case, it's him. There's 3 of us. We should have jumped him. Why not?
It might be an improvement in your case, Pogo. We want to keep our faces the same shape as they are now.
How's your mum going to do a washing? What? You got a dish rag. Ha ha. Why don't you get yourself a decent pair of trunks? Why don't you get yourself a decent body?
Right. Who hasn't got his kit today, then?
I said I didn't want to see these rags again, Marks.
I can't afford a new pair, sir.
How often do you wash this mess, then? Once a year at Christmas, is it? Oh, we've got the pleasure of your company this week, Patterson, have we?
Yes, sir.
Take my warning to heart, did you?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I can see someone who hasn't. You're supposed to be ready by now, Stepson. Once more, and I'll have your guts, lad, understand? What are you all gawking at? Through the footbath, now! Except you. Get in that shower and kill off whatever's living in there. Come on, Stepson. 1 minute.
Okay, fellas, 6 widths of the pool. On your mark, go!
Right, come on. Haven't you got a board, lad? Wait. Right.
Go on.
When I say now, I want to see you all do a width of this pool. Got it? Right. Now! Move it! Come on!
Okay, take 5 minutes.
This lesson goes too quick, doesn't it?
Providing you don't get stuck up with Vicks.
Oh.
Let's get him.
In here, you're joking.
He can do his nut. He won't see us if we're quick.
He always does. He's got eyes on his backside, he has.
OK, we'll go underwater. He won't see us then. Come on. All right, Bouncy. What do you want, Blubberbelly? Mr. Hicks told you not to wear those swimming trunks here, didn't he? What's it got to do with you?
Right! That's it! Everybody out! Get dressed! Out! Stewart. Were you involved out there?
Not where, sir.
On the moon, Sonny. Where do you think? Well,
It was only a laugh, sir.
was it? I didn't say anybody laughing, Stewart. What have I said about acting the fool in my lesson?
Don't know, sir.
Don't treat me like a fool, Stewart.
We only pulled his trunks down, sir. And we did say we were sorry.
I'm not interested, Orpington. You took it upon yourselves to act the fool in my lesson, didn't you, Stewart? Leave him. Get up, Stewart. You only took a knock.
You've cut his head, sir.
Pardon, Orpington. I didn't quite catch that.
He's cut his head, sir.
Get the first aid kit. Walk, Orpington! We don't want any more accidents on this wet floor. Well, it's only a scratch. Looks worse than it is. Is this yours? What are you all gawking at? Get yourselves dressed and off home. Move it! Right, now, let's get something on this. Never say no more about it, right? I think that'd be a fair compromise. Hey, Stewart?
Got it at Christmas. How many games has it got?
It's got 6, but you can buy a new cassette for it.
Might have said it was a TV screen.
Nah, of course it don't.
You coming, Dwayne?
Nah, we're going round Stew Potts to play with his TV game.
Oh, you've entered the Silicon page at last, have you, Chris?
Yes, miss.
What happened to your forehead?
I cut it when I dived in it swimming.
Perhaps you should have waited till they put some water in.
I told you it was a mental case. Someone ought to do something about him. I mean, we're going to tell your mum about your eye.
I fell over or something. I don't know yet.
Get off, will ya?
I've had enough of you lot.
We ain't done nothing.
No, you never have, none of you. But my stuff's still walking, isn't it? Now clear off before I get the police. What school do you go to?
Grange.
Well, you can clear off too. Go on.
Why?
Because I said so. Now move.
What do you reckon he did that for?
He's another mental case.
The world's full of them.
Christopher, how many times have I told you? What is the point of your father and I trying to keep the garden decent if you trample all over it?
I only trod on the grass. Ain't gonna kill it, is it?
What's happened to your face?
Nothing.
Oh, doesn't look like nothing to me.
I just slipped.
Have you been fighting again?
Yeah, we've been fighting, haven't we, Dwayne?
Yeah, with some boys from another class.
And Christopher was the only one injured.
We're better fighters than he is.
I think we'd all better go inside and get to the bottom of this. Now.
Which brings me to my final point this morning. It seems that we have successfully driven the thieves from within the school, but only to the newsagent in Hayes Green. As a result, the proprietor has placed a ban on all Grange Hill pupils entering his premises. The indications are that these incidents are related to the number of pupils who stay for lunch. As a result, in future, anyone staying for lunch will not be allowed off the premises. Further details can be obtained from your form tutors. Now, finally, will Christopher Stewart, Dwayne Orpington and Douglas Patterson go along to the headmistress's office now?
Pogo's not in today, sir.
Well, then the two of you go, and the rest off to your next class.
Come in.
You wanted to see me, Mrs. McCluskey?
Yes, do sit down. This is Mrs. Stewart. Her son Christopher's in H1.
She's concerned about an incident in the swimming pool yesterday. Yesterday? In my lesson?
Well, yes. The boys told me that, well...
You mean because I disciplined them after they put the life of another boy in danger?
Well, they said there was some larking about, but nothing too serious.
I see. You wouldn't consider 3 boys holding another under the water serious?
They can all swim, can't they?
Perhaps. But the ability to swim isn't of much use if you're being held deliberately beneath the surface.
Well, no, but... Well, what about his cut head? He said you pushed him over.
Oh, is that what he said?
Yeah, and his friends.
He slipped on the wet floor. Was the floor wet?
Yes, sir.
Well, yes, but Christopher said that...
Mrs. Stewart, I'm telling you, he slipped on the wet floor and cut his head on the bench.
Did he come straight home and tell you this?
Oh, not exactly, no. Actually, he did say he'd slipped, but I thought he'd been fighting. He'd been warned about that before, you see, and when I pressed the point...
He made up this ridiculous story to save his own neck.
No, I didn't. I wouldn't think he'd do that. And his friends backed him up.
They would, wouldn't they?
I don't know what to think.
I think we should hear what you two have to say about this. Very well. Return to your form. We'll decide what to do about you later.
I can't support you if you won't speak up for yourself. Well, I
feel a little foolish, actually.
It's quite all right, Mrs. Stewart. Children's accusations against the staff are a fairly frequent event, I'm sorry to say. It's only one of the crosses we have to bear.
Well, I'm sorry, but... Well, he did tell me. I hope I haven't created any more trouble.
No, it's best these things are out in the open. We'll probably take some disciplinary action against the boys, but I'll keep you fully informed of my decision.
Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry.
Mum,
I'll sort you out tonight.
No, I am in it.
Right. Well, first the bad news. From now on, I won't be with you in the gym. Yes. I thought some of you might be disappointed. No, from now on, Mr. Hicks will be looking after you.
Oh, no. That's all I need.
Oh, come on, cheer up. You'll still be having me for games. All right, please yourselves. Right, in the gym in 5 minutes.
Stewart! Move it, Stewart. Stewart! Pick those feet up, lad. Oi, Stewart! Move it! Get on with it! And you, Orpington. Oh, Stewart. You two have been dragging your feet. Another circuit. Get going. Rest of you, press-ups. 8. 9. 10. Right, on your feet. Ropes next. Not you, Stewart. Another 10. Come on. Okay, down. Right, everybody over the horse. Now. Twice more for you, Stewart. It's fun, isn't it? Get on with it. Right, Stepson. Okay, get dressed. Next one. Good one, get dressed. Next. All right, get dressed. Come on, Marks. All right, change. Good one. Stewart, you're next.
Oh, sir, he's whacked.
Do you want to take his place, Orpington?
No, sir.
Then keep that mouth of yours shut. Come on, Stewart, we're waiting for you. Where do you think you're going? Back in line. Right, next. Okay, get changed. Next one. Get dressed. Orpington. Right, wait here. Right, Stewart. Come on. Move, lad! I don't have to tell you again, Stewart. Right. A few more sessions will sort you out. Put the equipment away before you get dressed. Right. Anybody else think it's funny? Spit water at people? Come on. Shower.
Well, sir, we're going to be late for our next lesson.
Shower.
Oh, the water's going to be gone.
You'll just have to shiver then, won't you? Move it! Rest of you, hurry up.
Oh, writing your own programmes again, Matthew.
Best ones, miss.
You two look rather serious. Not using Frida to sort out your maths problems?
It isn't maths problems we're trying to sort out.
Why didn't you tell her?
Don't be thick.
She's all right. She's not like the others.
They're all the same. You see what happened last time?
Are you two in any kind of trouble?
No.
It's something I'd rather not talk about, miss. I made that mistake already.
Danny.
Matthew, could I have a word with you, please?
Now, miss.
Yes, now. It'll still be there in 5 minutes.
I mean, that's it, is it? And you're willing to condemn somebody on the basis of that childish tittle-tattle? You've got a lot to learn.
The boys were obviously concerned.
Well, so am I. About the reputation and integrity of my department.
But it does seem logical.
Look, logical, we're not talking about one of your computers, you know. Sports staff are always getting this sort of nonsense. Sport involves discipline, and a lot of people don't like it.
This sounds more than simply discipline. He's conducting a vendetta.
Come on, that's rubbish. We've had this all out with Mrs. McCluskey. It's over and done with. If Stuart's still sulking because he made a fool of himself and his mother, then that's tough. It's time that kid grew up. Listen, it's time you stopped poking your nose into other people's affairs.
And it's about time you took your head out of the sand and saw what's happening right in front of your nose.
Right, you lot inside.
Hey, sir. You thinking of packing up taking us for games too?
No chance, lad. Not your lucky day, is it? Afternoon.
Afternoon. Come along. Inside.
Come on, you heard Mr. Hicks. Inside.
Do we have to have him for gym, sir?
Yes, you do. Go on, inside.
I know how he feels.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, nothing.
Come on, what's going on?
He's a ruddy head case.
Yeah, sir. Right, you lot.
Tom, come on!
And thank you again for being so understanding, Mrs. Stewart.
Yes, I'm afraid sports teachers have a bad enough reputation as it is, without idiots like that making it worse.
Well, with Mr. Hicks's dismissal, I'm afraid the only other thing we can do is offer our apologies.
Oh, I quite understand. I didn't exactly support Christopher myself. Still, perhaps we'll all listen with a bit more sympathy in the future.
Well, can we say that's the end of the matter?
Yes.
What about you, lad?
Does that mean we'll have you for gym again, sir?
Oh, yes.
Oh, well, suppose you can't have everything in this life.
Haven't you got a lesson to go to?
Sir.
Well, goodbye, Mrs. Stewart. I'm sorry it had to happen, but...
Oh, it's all right.
Skin of our teeth.
Chào các bạn, mình sẽ có bạn làm bài tập cột 9 và cột 10 nha. 9 và cột 10. Từ nghĩa giống là sao các bạn? Là từ đồng nghĩa, nó một từ bên đây. Hiền lành, tốt bụng, lương thiện, gì nhỉ? Không độc ác, nghĩa là hiền lành đấy các bạn. Được chưa? Hiền lành này, lương thiện này, lương thiện, tốt bụng, thì đó các bạn thấy không? Chăm chỉ này, cần cù, nữa ta, chăm chỉ cần cù, được chưa? Chăm chỉ cần cù, thì nó bạn nhỉ? Không nghĩ ra cái từ gì nữa. Chịu khó quá đúng không? Quên mất, quên mãi nghĩ ra. Khó quá. Tiếp theo, đông đúc, chật kín, để đấy nhỉ? Chật kín, không nghĩ là cái gì đấy nhỉ? Nào, câu 10. Dựa vào tranh dưới đây, đặt câu có hình so sánh. Nằm trong huyết như con đèn trôi. Gió thổi lá như hai con cá đang bơi. Ok chưa? Bạn rất đơn giản luôn. Nó là mặt trời chói lóa. Bài ra miệng xong. Tạm biệt các bạn.